Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. So today we are going to take a look at a keyboard light laptop lamp, USB LED 5 volt 1 watt 10 LED long gooseneck touch dimmer lamp in black and in gold. I have both. I ordered these off Amazon, obviously, and they're $10.99 a piece. Great deal. Love the price. Very well quality built product. Let me just zoom in here for you guys a little bit so you can see what's going on the screen. I looked at several different versions of these things, and my purpose had nothing to do with my laptop per se. It had to do with getting a better light system for my mixing console. Because as you guys know, of course, I'm a YouTuber. I'm a musician, and I have a new board which has a USB power port / charge port on it that's good for up to 500 milliamps of draw. They do not tell you anywhere what kind of milliamps these things draw on any of these things, right? And it's kind of like, sucks to be me. I guess I'll be doing a Google search. And of course I was looking for wattage versus voltage versus amperage, or milliamps in this case. Same kind of deal. Anyways, turns out that these particular lights will only draw 300 milliamp. Perfect for my soundboard because I only got 500 milliamps that I can use. So I got 200 milliamps in reserve. So I'm not over drawing from my board from the USB port on it. And all that USB port is for is strictly nothing more than charging devices and for using the light. So you can charge your iPhone, your iPad, your Android phone, Android tablet, stuff like that that is not drawing a lot of power, which they don't, okay? They only draw around a max of 500, okay? So these LED lights only draw 300, so it's perfect. Now I do have a LED lamp that I got from a sponsor for review, and it's a touch system. It's got 3 levels. Now it is actually a lot brighter than these things are. However, it's a focused beam area because it's just one light, boom, and it creates a lot of shadowing that I don't like. Okay, I need to see the whole board. And this actually allows me to have very minimal shadowing, far less, in fact, and so it works. And I can move the lamp around, and it's not in my way, and it's on this gooseneck thing, so if I need to even get a little bit better here, and that'll relieve a lot more so I can get a better visual on what I need. I can also move it up here. So there's a good long gooseneck on this thing, so you can move it around in a lot of different spots. Now these are dimmable too, so when the power is turned on, just hit the power again and just hold it and don't let go, and it'll dim down to its lowest point, which is actually pretty low. And then of course if you need to bring it back up, you can bring it right back up to full blast if you want. Okay, when you turn it off and then you turn it back on again, it resets to full power automatically. So that's actually kind of cool. I like that. So this way I'll never have a low light situation. It'll be always, as soon as I turn it back on, boom, it's at full power, and then I can put it to where I need. Okay, now as for the laptop, now for the soundboard, this is actually a perfect light. So if you do have a soundboard, you're looking for a cheaper solution than $100 for a proper board light, as they call them. This thing is just spectacular. It's amazing. It works well. And this is a 22 channel board, so it is quite a large board, especially compared to the last one I had, which is like 12. And it was like a lot narrower. So that works really well. On the laptop, these things suck. You don't have a whole lot of options here. You can put this off to the side, and it's not going to light things very well. Let me just shut some lights out here so you can see what I'm talking about. So to keep it out of your way, you're only going to get a bit of light because you got to keep it out of your way for your view of your screen. It may or may not be enough lighting for you. Okay, the optimal lighting, of course, is always right over top, and hey, we're well lit. But now this stupid thing is in the way of our view, so this is a problem, right? So this is not a very practical solution for a laptop, in my opinion, though they do market it for laptops. Now you can also run these things off of charge packs. Okay, so if you have one of these, 10,000, 5,000, mine's a 12,000 milliamp pack. So if you got one of these, you can run this thing for probably days on end without shutting it down, especially on 12,000 milliamps, because this thing only draws 300 milliamps, so that would be like 300 per hour, basically. So do the math. It's good for a long time. It probably run a lot longer than that, though. But they only draw 300 milliamps. So, and I got 2 ports on here, so I can still charge my iPad or my iPhone or whatever off that sucker. Now, having it set up like this on one of these charge packs is kind of practical, because now it's not in my way. It lights up my keyboard more than enough here at the side. Again, how many people have these packs? A lot of people do have them, yes, but a lot of people would not have one. And then you've got to go through even more expense just to go buy one of these things that can sit flat like this, and be able to use it. So it's kind of like, But between the brightness off my screen to my keyboard and this thing, it's lighting up both my keyboards more than adequately enough. Plus, of course, I got the one turned on at my mixer. I have tons of light. I can sit here in the dark. I can do all my editing that I want for my audio tracks or whatever I'm doing that I need these lights on for, other than just I want to keep my main lights out. So that can work like this. That's a good work. If you have your charger for your iPhone, iPad, whatever, you can use, or Android device, you can use that wall art charger as long as it has a USB standard plug-in in it for plugging your cable in. You're good to go, and you can run this light anywhere. I think these power packs are also great if you have a power outage, because then if you want to sit around with your spouse and play cards, you've got lots of lighting there. Set her up on the kitchen table, sit there, play cards while the power's out, whatever. Or if you just don't want to use your hydro in the house, just use this. I mean, this thing's going to run and run and run and run and run, it'll be cool. The dimming is great because you just push and hold, and it'll dim down. If you need it to go back up again, just do the same thing again, push and hold until it goes back up. Turn it off, turn it back on, it's full brightness. It's that simple to use, and there's no actual buttons. This is actually just a sensor in the front, so that actually works out quite nicely. I like that. So they are very practical, but they're just not practical, in my opinion, to plug directly into a laptop, because the thing is just totally in your way. So reviews say 4 out of 5. Now, I'm going to say 4.5 out of 5 for a mixing console, and for the use of the charger, and for the use of a wall art, to be able to use this thing virtually anywhere. Okay, for that I will say 4.5 out of 5. Okay, as far as using it on a laptop direct wise, I'm going to say like 1 out of 5. And I'm not being too nasty. I'm being realistic and practical here. It is way too much of a pain in the, to use this thing on the laptop just like this. Okay? This is, it's pointless. Turn it off to the side, you're taking most of your light away. That's a pain. But at least you got a clear shot at your screen, But to set it up even the way they show in some pictures, that's just in your way. In fact, what do they show on this one? They don't actually show how they're... Oh, no, they do have one picture. See, they show this going like this. Okay? Now, I guess, but problem is, I'm going to run into that with my hands. That's a problem. I don't want something like that in my way. You shouldn't want something like that in your way, just to put it down low enough. And keep in mind, you're going to have to also twist this out of the way to direct the light more away from the keyboard towards the screen, so that it doesn't shoot the light through the sides at your eyes. So that's another thing to consider on that one. But they are cool. They are well built, for sure. I will give them that. They are extremely well built. And they are definitely worth the $10.99 they ask for these things. I have no problems. I would do it again and again and again at that price. You know, my main thing for me was I needed to find a suitable light for my mixing console. And I wanted USB so I could actually make use of that power port for that specific purpose. And then this way I don't have to run any extra cable and wires. It's just one light that I can direct where I need it to. That's how it comes packaged. Okay. And it works. It gets the job done. That's the big thing. And it saved me a boatload of money. I was looking at board lights, and I didn't even find one specific to Soundcraft, but just board lights that would work. You're talking $90, $100 or more, and it's like, that's ridiculous, you know? But hey, that's the way it goes, right? So, that's my opinion. That's what I think and feel about this thing. I'm definitely going to enjoy it on my soundboard, and it will make great emergency lighting as well. Now, they do have a couple other models I want to quickly show you as well. So let me just focus in on the screen here for you, so you can actually see what I'm showing you. They have this model, which is same sort of deal, okay, for more money. This is $13, and it has, looks like about 3.5 out of 5. Pretty close to 3.5. And it's $13. And it's a little more bulkier looking. I don't know if that's plastic or metal. It's hard to say. These things are like virtually all metal. But if you look, they say, you know, wall charger, power bank, laptop, PC. Laptop, again, I don't really see the practicality here. They have a picture. Now, this would be good for lighting up this area here, you know, so you can, you know, be in a darker area and just light things up. They show, you know, lighting up your plants and stuff, and plugged into what looks like to be a wall art. They show the laptop here, moved out of the way, beaming across. That would probably be, you know, not a bad way to do it with that one, you know. But is that light, because it's such a wide lens, going to shine in your eyes and bother your eyes? This is what you don't want, okay? And I think it would probably shine in your eyes given the size of it and the widths that it's working with. So let me just see if I can hit the back button here. Now the other one, now this one I thought was very piss poor. $13.95 for this one. 8 super bright LEDs. Now they do actually specify LED bulbs. Now these things that I got here today, these things are cobs. They're little square cob lights. Cobs are way better and a lot longer lifespan. So they are brighter and longer lifespan than a standard LED bulb. Although these guys here, this seller is claiming 80,000 hours. I'm thinking nope. And if you look at the design format here, each little bulb and they're countersunk into the headpiece. So whereas this, it's not countersunk in, and it's got a white reflective back, and then of course your window for, you know, your light. So each one of these bulbs will reflect against that white together to create a more solid light, where this is not. That's going to be more like the little tiny floodlights basically. So probably not a great design there, but it does have some good ratings. So take it with a grain of salt. There are some people that think it's the cat's meow because that's all they did find on Amazon. That's a possibility too. Anything is possible. Okay, anything is possible. I was not going to go out and buy, you know, 4 or 5 different styles of these things, figure out what was the best one or ones, you know, and go from there. You know, I'm trying to conserve some cash here, look for what I saw that appeared to me to look like it was really good, and what I got was a really good quality product for very minimal cost. And for my main purpose, it works great. For the purpose it's intended for, it sucks. Okay, so that's just the way it is. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching and staying tuned for the video for this. And for checking it out. Do let me know if you have experience with the other versions and what you're using it for and how well it's working. You know, if you haven't used any of them, take a really good look at this model. This is a really good model. I really like it. I think it's a really good deal, but I just don't think as far as using it anywhere near a laptop would be a great idea unless you're going to use a power bank, okay, and then plug it into a power bank and then, you know, light things up from the side, which would probably work the best for you in that sense. So there you go. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. All right. Check you later. Bye.